Next, we will have Tyler Pinkinky, who will be doing an educational presentation titled Show Steers. Tyler was selected to represent Sac County at the Iowa State Fair.
Imagine you're in a show ring and you are hot and tired. You and other 4-H members are leading your calves around in circles in a show ring. Then the judge asks you to stop and line up side by side. You start in the middle. He tells a 4-Her to go to the end of the line and tells another one to go next to him. You're nervous. You know you're in the top two. Then the judge moves the other 4-Her behind you and he slaps your calf and shakes your hand. You've won. I'm Tyler Pinkinky, and I think a win is a good feeling, but to win after a year's worth of hard work is even better. I can't guarantee a win, but by listening to this presentation, I will teach you what you need to know to have a successful year. Buying. To start, you need the most important thing, a steer. Some things you want to look for in a steer are a straight back, a straight belly, a wide butt, and make sure it walks straight. Looking for a calf is like you are a judge. You want to pick the best calf now because the traits it has now will carry on when it gets older. Keep in mind you do not have to spend lots of money for the perfect calf. There are lots of good calves and they don't cost as much. Feeding. Once you have a calf, you'll need to feed and water it. You must give it access to clean, fresh water every day. To feed your calf, you need to give it about 3% of its body weight in feed. So if your calf weighs 1,000 pounds, you need to give it 30 pounds of feed a day. You also need to feed your steer hay or alfalfa to give it roughage. 1 small slab of hay per day for each feeding. So if you have 2 steers, you'll use up to 4 slabs of hay by the end of the day. These are some feed samples that I use at home. You need to give your calves their food twice a day and at the same times. 8 o'clock and 4 o'clock work well for me. Corn doesn't provide all the nutrients a steer needs, so you need to either mix the vitamins into the corn like I do, or you can put a salt and mineral block in their pen so they can lick it and get the rest of the nutrients. Breaking. After about a week, the calf will get used to the pen and you can start haltering your calf. You want to start taming your calf as early as possible because it is easier to tame when it is only 600 to 700 pounds and movable as opposed to when it is 1,000 pounds and ornery. At first, you want to tie the calf to the fence with a rope halter and comb it with a curry comb or a rice brush. The worst thing you could do at this age is let it know it can get away. So to start off, tie the calf with its head close to the fence for 15 to 30 minutes so it learns to respect the rope. Never leave your calf unattended, and you shouldn't keep your calf tied up for long periods of time because the rope halter will rub at the steer's face and cause it to have sores. When your calf is no longer nervous when he's around you, you can try leading him to places that he wants to go, such as food or water. When leading, it is a good idea to relax the pressure on the rope when the calf takes a step in the direction you want him to go, as a reward. If you pull too much on a calf and never let it have slack, your calf will get stubborn. Weigh-in. Usually in the middle of winter, your county will have a weigh-in day. Last year, Sac County had it on January 2nd. They unload your steer from the trailer and they put it on a scale where they weigh it and give it an ear tag. This is an important process because this is the first day of feeding the steer according to the fair. It also marks for it to start the rate of gain. Rate of gain is the amount of pounds gained per day. A good rate of gain is anywhere from 2 pounds to 4 pounds. To improve rate of gain, you can make sure your steer is getting enough to eat every day. Washing. As it gets into the hot days of June and July, you can begin to rinse and wash your calf. This helps you get trust in your animal because you're reaching underneath your animal and scrubbing for a long time with the comb to get him clean. To get the basics of this, you just need to remember, start at the back legs and slowly work your way up. As the water is probably very cold and you don't want your calf to get a cold shock from going from too hot to too cold too quickly. Another thing, you can skip certain areas of a calf if you don't feel comfortable washing those areas. like sores on the calf's skin or the insides of the legs. After you get done washing your calf, you can use a Scotch comb to squeegee out the hair and comb the hair in the right direction, from the tail to the head. When you're done washing your calf, you can spray him with bug spray. Just don't spray in the head because you don't want it in his eye, and don't spray too much on him or the calf might get injured. Clipping. After about a week, you want to clip your calf. This is the kind of clippers I use, and some bigger. Before you begin clipping, you can wash your calf with a mild dish soap. Then you must completely dry your calf before you begin clipping. When you begin clipping, it would be a good idea to start at the head so it can't really hurt you, and so it can get used to the clippers faster by seeing what you're doing. The spots you need to clip are the head, the tail, and the belly. Make sure you have no clipper lines because you want the steer to look as natural as possible, so blend the lines from the neck to the body. On the day of the show, you need to get up very early in the morning and wash your calf. When you get done washing, you can completely dry the calf. Then you need to spray the calf with Revive and comb and blow it in. This will soften the skin and the hair. When the Revive is gone, you can spray it with white foam and comb it in and dry the calf. White foam will soften the hair again. Once you get done drying, you can spike the tail head and spray it with adhesive. And after that, you can clip straight across the tail head with scissors. This will make the calf look taller. Then you need to pull off the hair with a Scotch comb and adhesive from the hooves to the knees on all four legs, so the legs look more rectangular. Once everything is done, you can spray the hooves with black touch-up, which is basically just like black paint. And if there are any random white spots on the belly, you can spray them with touch-up too, if your county allows. Before you take the calf out with a chute and to go out into the show ring, you need to put on it a leather halter. This will make the calf look more presentable. Just before you go out into the show ring, you can spray the calf with Final Bloom. Final Bloom is basically just oil so the calf will literally shine. During the show, you will walk your calf into a show ring with about 3 to 4 other steers in the same weight class. You need to make sure you know where the judge is at all times. Then the judge will ask you questions and tell you to line your calves up side by side. This is the time to use your show stick. You line up the legs with the show stick and rub the belly when they're all set. When the judge gets to your calf, he'll ask you questions about your calf and he'll press on the side to feel the calf for muscle. After the judge leaves, you need to brush where the judge touched. After show. After shows, get all the sprays and adhesives off you just put on them. You need to spray the calf with Hocus Pocus and wash it with soap. It will take just about anything out of the calf's hair. Also, to get the adhesive off your comb, you just spray the Hocus Pocus on the comb and wipe it off with a paper towel. Today we learned the basics of buying a calf, feeding a calf, breaking a calf, weighing it in, washing it, clipping it, and what to expect on show day. As I said before, I can't guarantee a win, but by remembering what I said in this presentation, I'll teach you all you need to know to have a successful year. Are there any questions? And this concludes my presentation.